My friends, do I have an attack for you? Mudkey coming in hot and dandy. This is how you do it with an Lalo base. Well, a Lalo base on the defense. There's a Hound in the CC. That's what I'm talking about. How do you deal with it? And this is a really cool strategy and very unique. I have not seen this. Because Mudkey, the German man, he's crazy. This is the right German. Yes, he is the Mudkey. This is it. Yes. What am I talking? I know it is. He is the German. Anyways, beautiful here. So what's he got going? So his plan is he's going to use the dragons, the big dragons, to take down the enemy queen. Now remember, hounds do not go, if you're new to the game, they don't go to air units, okay? Then he's just going to use his king and queen to get the rest of this stuff here. These loons right here, beautiful loons right here, boys. These loons are to make sure the dragons go into the center. So look what happens here. See how the funnel is made? So because the cannon is down, look at that. Now they're going to go to this cannon. The king has already created the other funnel. Now they're just going to go directly to the queen. So they did not shift off to the enemy, that cannon at, say, like 9-10. They go straight for the enemy queen. Now, he does bring a poison. I think he brought the poison to slow down the queen just in case the dragons got a little sidetracked. He also brought a freeze spell as well. And you'll see him. Now, look at this. One red dragon took down 2 red bombs. Amazingness. Now, you're going to find out that this dragon will survive the whole entire raid. Now, you might be wondering, how in the world is that even possible? Mudkey just shows us that it's possible. So, king and queen here. Queen's just going to get some air defenses. She's going to get some outside units. Outside defenses, which is really nice. Just going to be able to snag a couple things before she drops to the single. Unfortunately, she comes back to the gold storage instead of going to the wizard tower. Yeah, the wizard tower would have been helpful, that's for sure. Here he's going to come to Lalo. Now, he could enter from 6 if he wanted, or he could enter from 12. I mean, I think both are fine options. I don't think one necessarily is better than the other. I mean, he does, there are 3 air defenses here, so he does want his hounds to be tanking kind of up top. But, I mean, yeah, I think you could 3-star it either way, but he's going to come from 12 o'clock. Well, actually, I take that back. I forgot the town halls here at 6. So you would not want to come in at 6. Now, if you did bring the battle blimp maybe at 2:45 across that way, you could still do it. But the blimp, you definitely don't want to drop at 6 because it'll go straight to the town hall. It won't use. So scrap that. I forgot where the town hall was. So definitely 12 is the better entry point because of that. See how this blimp, it doesn't go to the air defenses like hounds. It goes to the CC. I mean, goes to the town hall. I can't talk today, boys. It goes to the town hall, and it's tanking at the same time. So very nicely done. He's going to haste in loons. You notice he brought loons at 12, and he also brought side loons here. This is going to help with funneling, and he hasted in. Look at this, and he's going to rage up. So beautifully executed. The max loons in the CC, a heal spell, and look at this dragon. It's still going strong. Of course, he has his cleanup. You definitely want to bring cleanup here and drop it as soon as you can, but this is a massacre. Now, the other hit I'm going to show you here, it wasn't as big as a massacre, I must admit, but still, nonetheless, this one was beautiful. So many loons alive, we don't even know where to begin. And, of course, somehow the dragon survived the whole time. Oh, man, you're so good, Mudkey. Anyways, yeah, 12 o'clock. Yeah, just be aware. You want to enter in away from the town hall so you can get the most value from the blimp. You know what I mean? You want that blimp to tank, trigger bombs, all the good stuff as much as possible. Yes, I did fail twice again. Terrible. I had a 98% time fail. How did that happen? I don't know. Ridiculous. It doesn't matter. We're talking about this new strategy. I'm going to call it I don't even know, the drag. We need how to deal with Hound CC or using dragons. I don't know. Anyways, this time, same sort of mentality. He's going to use some goblins well, he's going to first funnel here, but then he's going to use goblins on the town hall. Just to speed things up for his dragons. Now, he hasted in loons here because he wanted to make sure the funnel was right. So if this mortar was not down, when he dropped the king, see, the king could have easily drifted off to the mortar. This way, he's guaranteeing the funnel. See, look at that. 2 loons and a haste guarantees the funnel. He had to bring a haste because of the air defense. And now the king is definitely going to walk where he wants. He wants the king to walk towards 4, 6 o'clock area. Queen goes behind, of course. King is like a tank, tanking for it. And then he's just going to let this kind of go out. Here are the goblins. They took down the town hall already, you noticed. And yeah, queen's going to snag 2 air defenses, which is very critical. And I think one reason he did not... What was that? People at the door, bro. One reason he did not pop king ability, he did not want to trigger the Hound CC. So smart on his part. Just wanted to guarantee that the Hound did not come out. Because if the Hound comes out, he's in trouble, right? The dragons don't have the firepower. They will lock on to the Hound, possibly. So now he's going to go here. He's going to put a rage down. Unfortunately, he lost an early dragon. So only 2 up. So what he does here is pretty awesome here. Look what he does. So instead of saving the single for later, the free spell, he's gonna use the free spell on the queen. Now, if he did not use the free spell on the queen, what happens here is this dragon does not hurt the queen. So her HP is really high. So when the Lalo comes in, the chances of the pups killing her are slimmer. Now she can drop easily to pups. Here comes the Lalo portion. He's coming in from 12 o'clock. He's gonna go directly. Now, typically, you actually don't typically enter in there. Like the funnel, I've talked about funneling from 6 or say 3 o'clock, but I think he had sweepers here at 6. Maybe he was afraid of the sweeper, but still, I think he could have come from 6 o'clock and you heal early, and then do the same way. He came from 12. I would say a little bit riskier, just because if you're not quite sure how funneling goes, you're going to be in for maybe a little danger. Like right here, if this Tesla wasn't here, I believe these loons, see if these loons go to the archer tower. You get split loons. And so what that means is if you drop a heal spell, you're going to be in, you're going to have to decide, do you heal this section here, the tough section where the Tesla farm is, or do you heal over at 3 o'clock? So a little precarious. Maybe if he had entered in from 6, he could have... guaranteed that. But just to be aware, that's why you kind of want to go in on the funnel. I know this time it didn't hurt him in the end, but again, if that Tesla isn't there, I think the spacing is they go to the archer tower here. So that's why you use your king and queen or whatever your funneling type. You create the funnel and then you enter in typically on, it usually creates an L-shaped a lot of times. You either enter in on either side. Just because of things like that. So this one came down to the wire. He had a couple loons up. He had not many left. He had, how many did he have up? 2 left? 3? He had 3 up. Okay. Definitely not as crushed as last time, but still a very cool strategy to deal with a Hound CC. Mudkey showing us that he's a pro. And guys, you've got to try this out. Now, bases to look for if Queen's on kind of the outside edge where you can snag her with the dragons. Of course, you have to have a Hound in the CC. That's the whole point of it. And so it can't be done on every base, but particular bases, yes. Give it a go. I think it'll go well for you. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, please share, and give Mudkey some love in the comment section. And that's a live dip, so we're not going to watch that one. We'll see you next time. Halo out.
This is Sparta!